Hello there, minions of technology. Welcome to another Riven episode. Now, I think that my early access members in episode 6 saw a little bit of my frustration and that I was hitting a bit of a brick wall. I want to show you something before we start our episode today, before we kick things off. Let me switch screens here and show you this. We're about to hit 10 members in my early access members club. I deeply appreciate it, you guys. But I have two people that have spoken up, well, more than two people, about three people that have really spoken up about Riven, the sequel to Myst. Michael Morton, Thomas Freikland, and also Tada. These people are just absolutely incredible with their comments, with their well wishes, and hoping the best. But they're teasing me now, and I want to show you how they're teasing me, and hopefully this will help us figure out something more in the game today, because I'm hitting a brick wall. Literally, I had to end episode number 7. I couldn't keep recording it because I was playing for a long time and I wasn't getting any extra success. And as we can see, the beard's getting longer, okay? I'm trying to not shave my beard until I beat Riven, so this is going to be very funny, I hope, for everyone involved. So let's take a look at this. Here's a comment from Michael Morton. This guy is incredible, and I've told everyone, if you say no spoilers, I'll read your comment. He goes, there's one big thing you're missing, and thanks, bud, that above all else is halting your progress, jokingly referred to by fans as the hardest puzzle in the game. I will tell you what it is, but I think your reaction when you finally realize it will be priceless. I appreciate that he's protecting me, because obviously I want that to be something special for you guys. I said, seriously? Okay, one hint, and I'll make sure to say that everyone needs to say thanks to Michael and Thomas, our super fans, for helping not halt the Riven series, because right now I'm kind of like, and I'm stuck. Thomas responded back, Thomas said, I agree, you'll probably end up wanting a hint here. You're not failing to puzzle anything out, just missing a place to go. So there's a complete place that I'm missing. And let's see here, where were we here? Okay, so maybe just think about the hint on the last episode first. And I don't recall what that was, so we'll look at the other comment here in just a second. Michael Morton said, okay, here's a slight spoiler. I'll try to make this hint as cryptic as possible, and he does a dang good job. Spend a lot more time on the island with the frog trap, and make sure that you look behind stuff. Great. So we will be doing a little bit of digging there today and see if we can find something. Let's also look at one of the other comments here. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, okay. Tada. Here's one. Another one. Your progress hinges on this one hint, and only then can you finally swing into action. So I guess we have to find a place to swing on something. The only swing we know about is that great big cage thing that we've seen the kids' play toy be involved in, which just gave me a weird thought, but we'll get there when we get there. And let's see. So thank you for Tada. On that, I think that's about it. But let me show you Tada's other message here. No spoiler. Remember that the Miller brothers, Rand and Robin, the creators of Myst and Riven, are sneaky little torturers in their game designs. They playtest their puzzles enough to figure out the mindset of the players at any one moment, and then incorporate an innocuous thwarting twist into it that seems like it would be a simple task. Evil, I say, but ingenious as well. Not really a slight spoiler, that's pretty full spoiler, actually. So he's giving up another hint that I'm completely befuddled by. And yes, so now that I've read these, I want to say the world's biggest thank you to my early accessors. By all means, if you want to go and check out being early access as well and being a part of our little crew, all you got to do is shut up, Tim. All you have to do is go here to my Facebook page and click on the join button. Of course, you'll get a different result there, or you can go to our community tab, and any video that says members only, click on that, and it will take you to the join page, at least as far as I can recall. Let's have some fun. Here we are, Myst, Riven, the sequel to Myst, and we're in the main room here, and I was trying to figure out in the previous episode if there was a way to get this door over here open, which I assume leads to a secondary bridge, which I saw. Now, obviously, this is closed up completely. There's another door that should be right here, but there's an obvious other bridge that I was noticing coming from, if you look over, I think it's over here. That bridge right there is somehow tied into that other door that I cannot get open, and I've done everything in my power right now, and I just have not had any luck. So I think at this point in time, what we can do is let's go ahead and start with the frog idea, the frog island, and see if we can have any luck with the whole looking behind things. And then the other side of things is we gotta figure out that whole swing situation. So until we figure out those two theories, we're kind of up a creek. But big thank you to my amazing early accessors for not spoiling anything, not immediately giving me the answer and putting me to the test. I love that. Thank you very much, guys. That means a lot to me. Let's go ahead and go. You know what else means a lot to me right now as well? The fact that you guys are watching this. It's amazing to see 100 views in a single day on these, and seeing the old ones growing by leaps and bounds as well. Thank you so much. This is so loud in my ears right now, but you gotta admit it's fun to go through. This would be amazing for goggles, for sure. And hey, if they release the goggle version, if that third-party company that's doing this releases that, I'll be happy to give it a shot. I mean, this is a really cool game. Now, if I haven't mentioned this yet, I've mentioned it to my early accessors. I might have mentioned it in a previous video, I'm not sure. But for the record, the beard. The beard, I am attempting to grow it until I beat the game. Now, I've looked at this, and it looks like it's going to take about 21 hours to beat this game, I think is what I've seen. And one of my commenters says, you're not beating this until, like, May if you don't, like, keep this up. So it's like, okay. So I'm going to do that. I am going to trim it, make sure it stays clean. I have to look professional, but I'm not cutting this thing except to trim it up until we beat this game. So, and I am not usually someone who beats games. You are the reason that I'm continuing to play this game. I hope you understand that. So, we need to get to the island with the frog first. So we're going to do just that. I'm going to go ahead and hit escape here and get past some of these animations, and we're just going to move ahead here. So this one as well. Oh, wait a minute. I went the wrong way. Let me go back through here real quick. We've already looked through all this stuff. And obviously there's more that I'm not aware of, but oh, here we go. This is the way we need to go. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and skip through here as well. Let me go ahead and do that so we can get right over here. Okay, so we're at Frog Island, if you will. And the reason there's a frog is because we have this whole thing over here. So now we need to start apparently looking behind stuff. That's the theory here. Now, this is where we've come to. This right here is the one thing I haven't figured out yet. And looking behind stuff, I mean, we have to look behind the fan, I'm assuming, to get anywhere. What would be really nice is if I could just click on this wire thing here and call it a day. But, I'm gonna start by seeing if I can find anything behind anything. I don't even know what I would be looking for, what I would be looking behind to even have a theory. But here's the thing. This game is made up of pictures and minimal animations, so technically this should not be that hard. Technically, looking behind rocks, looking behind things. I'm supposed to spend a lot more time here looking behind stuff. What would I be looking behind? And honestly, if you think about it, there's not a whole lot of stuff going on in this island, okay? I mean, yes, there is, but really there isn't. What do we have? We have this weird thing that we can turn on, this mulcher, if you will. And then we... see, I don't like this whole thing here. This shadow that makes me feel like I'm supposed to be able to go back there or something. Nothing. Okay, and there's nothing. But there's barely anything here. I mean, here's our mulching device thingamabobber. That was interesting right there. What, we got a bridge up there? we have a pipe up there. Can I see that from over here? It's not letting me look up. All right, so we got a pipe over there. That's interesting. Okay, I never noticed that. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, never mind. I got excited for a half a second there. Let me look in here real quick. There isn't anything here. I know that already. I'm sure of it. Obviously, right? Obviously, since I want you to buy some obvious merch. Okay. Let me go back from whence I mean, and then here's this, which we can obviously control the audio, the audio input. We can control what the water flow does, where it goes, and how it controls things. Okay, this here. That pipe that goes that way. That confuses me. Now I'm really curious what that pipe does. Alright, I think this one right here that we turned on is what powers everything. Do you see this? There's a bridge right here, which is same. This pipe right here runs the frog situation thingamabobber, okay? Which is somewhere in here. You walk in this door and you kind of walk over to this area here, where that is controlled by that. That's right there. And that would lead over to there, which would be pretty cool. And then there's something over here, but I can't figure out how to get over there. Okay. Wait, this is new. Is that new? Why is this here? Why am I seeing this? This is... I didn't see this before. Wait a minute. This is new. I mean, it's not new, but it's new. Why is this new? What is the point of being able to stand here? Because this wasn't... I have not been able to... I've not seen this before. What would be the point? Maybe nothing. No, wait a minute. This water sucks in through here and goes underneath to there. Where does that go? Okay, can I come over here a bit more? That pipe goes out and up there, which we've been there. We've been there. We know that. Oh, trickery. I just don't. So, what if I was to, just for giggles, what if I was to turn on this? That'll boil the water. So our pilot light thingamabobber's on, or our oven thing is on. I just want to go down and see if that fire is doing anything to the bottom of this thing that I didn't see before. Since I'm grasping at straws so intensively here. Let me just click on it and burn my hand off there. What if... just for... well... okay. I have a feeling, as much as I hate to say this, that I'm probably not getting anywhere with this, but... let me do this. Let me open this up. Turn this and see what that does. That would direct the water down that way. I can't climb in there, right? I can't do anything here. Let me turn around and go back. See, I was wondering if this, since I can see this in this shot, if there was anything that would play a role because I can see that. I mean, not that I can tell. I think this is kind of just for show. I just find it very interesting that you can walk all the way around this. I don't think I have the water turned on there, do I? I feel like I'm grasping at straws. Let me just go ahead and do this real quick. Okay. Just curious. I keep looking for possibilities here. Alright. Now, if I turn the water to this thing, what would be the point? What would be the necessity of doing that? I turn this one so that the water goes down. Look behind things. Behind things. Oh man, I'm doing an awful lot of clicking. An awful lot of useless clicking here. Can I look up? How about here? No? See that pipe up there? So the only thing I'm wondering... And the thing that catches me off guard is this random rock just sitting here, right here, that it's not even letting me grab. I mean, I can't even... If I haven't said it before, I'm gonna say it again, and I know I've said it a million times, but the audio in this is so good. So good. The sound effects and things is really, really good in this game. Just checking back here for anything. Alright. So... what would be... Yeah, I already... What is that? I can't tell if that's something or not. It probably isn't, but... I can't... Oh, I can. Interesting. I can't look any other direction. Okay. And I know I can go up this way. Here's that pipe. Yeah, nothing. Oh, man. I hope you guys are enjoying this right now. I really appreciate the camaraderie I'm having with these guys that are totally stringing me along. But, I mean, that's exactly what I want. I want that, and then some. I want you to have fun with this, and... See, right there. That right over there. Where does that go? It goes over the hill and through the woods. And I have no idea. Maybe that goes back over to one of the other islands. But, I mean, there is just nothing. Nothing at all. Okay, I'm gonna go back into here. I feel like I've already clicked through everything in here. Let me go turn this back on to this one. I don't think it's gonna matter, but what would I be looking behind? He didn't even eat the food. Why would he go that way? But where would he go to jump off? No, really? No, come back up here. I just had a really weird theory. Oh, man. I was really hoping I could trigger it from here. You know, like I could climb on it. And then I could trigger it down. But what is this? This is the other thing that confuses me. So if I get up on this and I look back behind me, what is this? Oh. So I'm looking at this part right here. It's tied into here. So when I'm standing on this, okay. I thought I had a moment. I thought I had a good moment for a half a second there, because I was thinking if I climb up on this, which you can. I mean, obviously you can climb up on here, but then you turn around. It'd be really great if you could flip that lever and be taken down. Swing! There's your swing. What if I clicked on the rope? Man, that's frustrating. Because you're kind of like, it makes so much sense to just swing down, slide down, you know. But no, when you think you have a moment and you're not even close. there's nothing to look behind so far. Except to look behind that fan, and I can't get that fan to do anything for me. Why can... Both directions, huh? Alright, we'll do this one first. Oh no. For some reason I got pain trained just there. Oh, wait, is that a camera? Or an eyeball? Well, I'm probably not able to do anything with this until I turn it off. But I see this. It looks like one of those eyeballs, but and yet it doesn't. It looks like a camera. So we have to turn that off. And we might know how. I bet you that's being controlled by the water. So we're gonna come back to that. Let's go this other way. Ah. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for looking behind things. That was very helpful. Very helpful in its own way. Oh, 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 I just stopped the fan, didn't I? No, I didn't stop that. Hang on. Who's the man? We're all the man, okay? I don't want to jump down there yet because I'm afraid I might get stuck. Oh, this just got really good. Some kind of knife gun thing, spear fishing thing? Okay. Oh, the book. Hey guys, Future Tim here. We're about to look at some lore. You'll be able to see a code right down here, right now, to tell you where to jump ahead if you do not want to hear the lore. We're going to be reading through that for the next few minutes here. All important stuff, but if you wish to skip past it because it's just a lot of reading, understood. In saying that also, you'll notice that the image is cropped off on the top and on the bottom. That's because I recorded everything together through OBS and I did not have it zoomed out in such a way, literally had it all zoomed in. So there's no way to show you the text above and below what you're seeing in the window. I do apologize about that. Back to it. I hope you're enjoying this, though. This is a really fun series. And that's my dog playing with a squeaky toy in the background. See ya. Oh, okay, more reading, people. All right, 82-213. The latest ink formulation has proven a failure. Even with writing in my most promising books, I obtain only the barest glimmer of a connection. It is frustrating to expend so much effort creating a blank book, only to end up destroying it when it doesn't work. These are the days when the lab is uncomfortably warm from the flames of the failed attempts. The further I refine each element, the formulations of the inks and papers, the physical dimensions of the books, the more I realize that the list of potential combinations is merely infinite. It is during moments like these that I despair. Without access to deny, my long-term goals may never be accomplished. Nevertheless, there are Aramus? avenues of research which remain to be explained. 8258. I am discontinuing regular observation of the stars beneath the fissure. Although I have been able to track the dark cloud-like formations that migrate through the starfield and have proven that their paths are cyclical, without proper instrumentation, it is pointless to continue. My general theory concerning the nature of the fissure has remained unaltered since it first appeared. This is very, very pixelated in my vision, and I forgot my glasses, so I do apologize. I'm still waiting on my new glasses, too, by the way. Let's see here. It seems that the fabric of this age has been breached in a way that permits matter to be hospitably exchanged between two discrete but overlapping species. Much like a link, but the apparent physical contradictions surrounding this juncture D-E-L-Y? Oh, defy logical reason the great column of wind that was formed when the fissure first appeared suggests a vacuum as one might expect in space. Yet my early experimentations revealed the presence of a breathable atmosphere that Atris and Catherine threw themselves into the void is further evidence that it might be safe to travel, but without knowing its true nature, I cannot take the risk myself. It's also difficult to say that what would happen if I were to reopen it after so long, but it is likely that the results would be catastrophic given the changes that have occurred in this age since that time. Maintenance on the steam vent caps completed 83-210. I am extremely pleased with the continued success of this system. I believe the construction to have been true to the denied designs of my memory. Another example of the superiority of the denied technology is iconic that Atris and Catherine unwittingly provided me with such a convenient source of power. Is this the whole rotating thing that we just saw in the other room? We threw the switch, which then sucked air up in through that. Oh. Okay, this looks very familiar, but okay. Oh, these are the things for the bridges that we saw in the first island. First island, second island. I know what I'm talking about. As with many of my views over the years, my thoughts regarding this origin of the fissure have changed. I have recently begun to wonder whether it was actually an unexpected byproduct of the changes Catherine or Atris wrote into the age during their escape. Certainly, by casting their linking book into the void, they trapped me here quite effectively. So this is obviously what's-his-face. Certainly, by casting their linking book into the void, they trapped me quite effectively, but I do not believe that Atris intended the book to be lost in this manner. Much better to destroy it than to risk the possibility of it falling into unknown hands. Also, they have foreseen the creation of the fissure. They would surely have thought that the vacuum it created would eventually consume the atmosphere of this planet, a fate which Catherine undoubtedly would have deemed unacceptable for her home world. If I had not been there to supervise the construction of the seal, this most certainly what would have happened. This is most certainly what would have happened. For the villagers were far too frightened to even approach the vortex without my urging. I hold on to the belief that it was an unintended consequence of their writing for another reason as well. I prefer to think that my son had meant for this age to be merely a prison for me rather than a death sentence. 83-514. The construction of the images has proceeded without fault. It is interesting to see how easily I've been able to adapt the denied technology to mimic that of the Amad? I'm not sure. In some ways, the similarities between the two cultures are striking. I wonder if perhaps these... oh, check this out. Okay, very cool. I wonder if perhaps these had been communication on... or commerce between the two cultures in earlier times. Maybe Kita's people were even descendants of the Deni. It pleases me to think so. Note, it's possible that if I were somehow to supply the books with a power source of sufficient magnitude, I could suppress the variance enough to facilitate a solid link. It is doubtful that the geothermal cap generators could provide such an enormous surge. Perhaps I could adapt the fire marbles. I've been cataloging the natural elements of this age for nearly 30 years now. Yet still I continue to find evidence of the Deni's preoccupation with 5. Ah, the number 5. As a boy, it was very clear to me that the number 5 had a special significance to the Deni society, from the ancient heraldic emblems of the reeling elite? I'm so sorry, folks. To the humble homes of the commoners, it was ambiguous. Its presence here is obviously a direct reflection of the minds that designed the texts that I need to compose, that I use to compose this age. Further proof that through their art, the Deni masters were indeed creating the marvelous worlds they wrote, and not, as many have mistakenly thought, merely building links to perplexing worlds. While most of my construction here has been based on Deni designs, I see now that the ones that I have imbued with power of fire are clearly the most beautiful, the most perfect, and I believe the most structurally sound. Oh my gosh, this keeps going on. All right, folks, you know how this goes. We're going to keep reading here until we get to the end of this, and if you want to run forward to the end, well, there's going to be a link here to take you to the end, timestamp to let you know. We're going to continue through this a little bit longer. I'm still attempting to determine how the Deni color symbology reflects the superior designs principle, although superficially it's based on a 6-color system. And my wife is calling me, so excuse me. Alrighty, well, let me know if you need anything, and thank you very much, baby. It's very sweet of you to think of me. I love you. Bye. I am still attempting to determine how the Deni color symbology reflects the superior designs principle. Although superficially it's based on a 6-color system, I am convinced that there has to be a deeper connection to 5. I will continue to investigate. Okay, I'm gonna cheat, and I'm just gonna snap a picture with my phone of this page here, and I might do that for a couple other ones too, but for the moment I'm just going to snap a picture of this one instead of using a notebook and trying to write this all down. We'll just keep it cheaters simple. Okay, 83.911. I finally made a breakthrough. I have succeeded in modifying the 5 marbles to generate enough power to hold... Okay, so 5 marbles. We need to figure out what those 5 marbles are. To hold a descriptive linking book in a stable manner. I've linked to a new world. It is a harsh and desolate age, but it's nonetheless well suited for my purposes. And so I have designated it my... Oh dear, I am taking a picture of this as well, because it actually looks kind of important. Come on, take a picture. Focus. There we go. Okay. By studying it closely, I believe I will eventually be able to create a more appropriate age for us to resettle in. For now, I will build an office and set up my living quarters there in order that I may conduct my experiments in safety and without distraction. Okay. Excuse me for taking another picture. Hey, come here, phone. I'm hitting a point where I know that I'm supposed to be taking an awful lot of notes, so we're doing this. I must admit I am proud of my work. To think that primitive conditions, I have accomplished in 29 years what it took the original Deny centuries to achieve. Note, repair outer wear for work in this world. The goggles may need to be redesigned altogether. 84-413, I have begun construction on a series of link sites, for each island, that will connect Riven with my new office in whatever this is, FFKI. The Survey Guild has finally completed the site location for each island. According to my exact specifications, and installation of the domes is underway at last. Okay, domes. We have found 2 domes so far. We found the one in the Dark Wood, that's what I've been calling it. And we've also found the one here that was directly linked to this, and they're both spinning. So maybe those are the marbles, though they're calling them domes. I'm not sure. Work on the central power source. Okay, here we go. This is the big place with the bridge that leads to it. Oh, this is okay. Work on the central power source got off to a bit of a bad start, but I'm afraid. But the pace has picked up considerably since then, and I anticipate no further delays. I'm looking forward to finally having a civilized mode of transportation. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We are finding a bunch of linkages here. This is exciting as I snap another picture with my phone, and the book is done. Okay. Well, let's look in the rest of this room, and then we're going to shut this down. Nope, I'm done. I'm done with the book. We can close the book. Okay, good. Let's just take one more glimpse around here to see if there's anything important that I may have missed. 3 fruits of some sort. 87-728. I wonder why this is separate. Last week, while monitoring the situation of the villages from the scope of my survey room, I observed one of the natives swim out to a small object that appeared to be floating, but anchored near the entrance of the bay. Taking picture. But anchored near the entrance to the bay, I ordered the subject removed from the water for inspection. Several days later, however, I was surprised to see that another floating there. The missing object had apparently and quite miraculously been replaced with a new one overnight. I've been aware of the existence of similar artifacts in the villager's island, but I have paid them little notice until now. Tomorrow, I shall send surveyors to catalog the others. So we might want to go. Oh! Okay, getting out the notepad here. Let me find where where I put that note for this. Hold, please, just a second. That's not it. So maybe this one was the one in the bay, which would be important to note. Okay, I have a note here that said transport sound, scraping tin. Dorca's sound, elephant number 5, dry well. Let me see here if I can. Do I have a more? I thought I had a better post-it note on this. Let me see if it's one of these right here. Okay, that's the... Okay. This is, which one? This is number 1. This is the number 1, found in, what is this guy's name? I forget his name. I forget his name. Gen. It's Gen. Okay, Ghen, since I don't remember, Gen's notebook. Okay. Alright, so we found Gen's notebook, and the sound is a really familiar sound in the pool ball. That leads to that little tiny ball. I'm gonna call it scraping sound. One that I swear I've heard before. That is so familiar. Bet you each one of these is a hint. Okay. Whoa, this is quite a workshop. Oh, I am so scared to touch that. Should we? Oh, it didn't work. Okay. Oh my gosh, that was scary. I just remember Myst all over again. Okay. Oh, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. We'll see you in episode number, I guess this will be 8 coming up. Thank you very much to my my early accessors who've given me some very important advice that's really helped us find our way forward in a good way without spoiling things. I hope that you enjoyed this little find. I mean, we're in a whole new space. I'm very excited to continue this story with you. We'll see you next time right here on Legacy Studio with Riven, the sequel to Myst. Wow, what a game.